Welcome back, traders, to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be going over some setups I have for you guys, starting off with GBPJPY. Now on the daily time frame, you can see we are in an uptrend looking at this move right here. And you guys can see we can identify the market structure just by looking at this uptrend. You guys can see we have an impulsive move towards the upside, followed by a retracement, impulsive move, retracement, and our last impulsive move towards the upside. Now, if you look closely, every single time that we've had a retracement, we actually came down to tap our level of support before continuing the second impulsive move. So you guys can I'll show you guys what I mean. So we have this level of support where price had our first impulsive move, and then we came back, tapped into it, and then we pushed up to create our second impulsive move. Now when we pushed up for that second impulsive move, we came up and tapped this level of support. Now I'm expecting the same thing to occur right over here, and our target is going to be at 136.750. I'm waiting for price to come back in here to tap this level of support before continuing to push up higher. Now we can see right here we are also at this level of resistance with multiple wick rejections right here, which tell me that the bears are stepping into the market and the bulls are starting to slowly fade out. So how we will enter this position is very simple, as we're going to be using the break retest method. So we'll be looking for a break of this mini level of support right here before looking for a retest. So a break and then retest and then a continued push towards the downside to achieve and reach our level of support right there. So this could be a very good trade, as they would present us with a nice risk reward ratio, and this would be a around 1 to 4 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so around 1 to 4 we can make it. 1 to 4.5 even, we would still have a nice good stop loss. So GBPJPY, we're waiting for a break of this level of support, a retest, and then a continued push towards the downside. The second setup I have for you guys is EURUSD. Now, as you guys can see on the daily time frame, we are in an uptrend where price is continuing to push up higher and higher. However, last week we actually stalled and found a level of resistance. We even formed a shooting star formation at the top right here, and I noticed that price was moving sideways, so I just boxed off this area on the 4-hour time frame, and you can see we have a nice level of support at the bottom right here where we had some wick rejections and another rejection right here, and this level of resistance where we had a rejection and then some wick rejections here at the top. So we are consolidating right now. So what I'll be looking for is just for price to come back to this level of support, and then I'll simply be waiting for either a break towards the downside or a bounce scenario. So either way, we will be prepared to take a trade on EURUSD, and if we happen to enter a buy position, which would be the most likely scenario given depending on how price action is, we would be looking for a nice risk reward ratio of around 1 to 5 or even 1 to 4.5 here as well. So we'd be looking to enter our position somewhere around this area. Our take profit will be right here, and our stop loss would just be somewhere around this area. So a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio on a EURUSD. So a simple break or bounce scenario as price continues to range between this key level of resistance and this key level of support. The third setup I have for you guys is on EURCAD. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see price is stuck between this level of resistance right here and this level of support. So what I'll be looking for on this is just for price to just come back into this level of support, and then I'll be looking for either a break of this level of support, then a continued push towards the downside, or I'll be looking for a bounce scenario where we will be looking for price to come back into this level of resistance. So with this, we can see that there is some slight bullish market structure on this, where we have an impulsive move right here, a retracement, impulsive move, and this could just be our level of retracement before we see an impulsive move occur back towards the upside. If price happens to form an impulsive move and breaks this level of resistance, what I'll be looking for is the same thing. I'll be looking for a break, retest, and then a continued push back up towards the upside. Our target is going to be set at 1.59500, so somewhere around here. And this would be a great trade, as well as this would present us with a nice risk reward ratio here as well. So we'd be looking at around, so our targets would be up there, Our stop loss would just be somewhere around here, and we'd be looking for a 1 to 5 risk reward on EURCAD as well. The last setup I have for you guys is on USDCHF. So overall, we are in a downtrend right here until we formed this double bottom formation. We had a rejection and now price is starting to push towards the upside. If we were to just focus on this move right here, let's drop down to the 1 hour time frame. You can see that we are in a bullish market structure, and we had this key level of resistance and key level of support where price tends to reject off of before forming a move towards the upside or towards the downside. So what I'll be looking for is for price to just come back into this level of support. If price happens to reject once again, we would be targeting with 0.91730, so this level at the top. However, if price breaks this level, we would then look for a short position back towards the downside, and we're targeting this nice level of support which price previously formed a double bottom formation. So either way, we'll be prepared to take a trade on USDCHF, and if we were to enter the short position and price happens to break this level of support, we would then be looking for a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio, and if price happens to break towards the upside, reject this level of support and continue to push towards the upside, we would then be targeting this level, and our stop loss would just be around here, so around a 1 to 6 risk reward ratio on this as well. So USDCHF could be a good trade as well, and that's pretty much it. So we have GBPJPY, we have EURUSD, EURCAD, and USDCHF. These are the 4 main setups I'll be looking for, and obviously I'll have other setups as well. So feel free to click the link in my description to join my Telegram, where I'll be posting daily updates and even signals to these setups. So thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.